Today we're playing more Control. Let me just there we go. All right. Well, I'm so glad Twitch finally added animated emotes. Like, it was about freaking time. Like Frankerface and really quiet. That's really quiet for me. I'm turning that. Oh, I know why it's quiet for me. Because I turned it down. I mean, that'd probably be the reason, right? I was mucking around in the game, getting some other stuff. What we're gonna do now? We're gonna go back to the foundation. We're gonna finish this DLC. Because boy, is it kind of lame. It's just like, walk around these rocks. You like the rocks? But I picked up a charge? I think this is called charge. And it's like the grenade launcher thing, and it's pretty good. I've been using it actually. There's a thing up here that I wanted to get. But yeah, I'm really just suffering through this part of the game to get to the... Oh, Jesus. To get to the Alan Wake DLC, which is what I really wanted to play. Because this is honestly, it's kind of mid. Oh, jeez. Right behind me, huh? This charge is really cool because it kind of sucks things in before it explodes. I actually didn't ever use it in my original playthrough. So it was cool to, like, get a handle on it for the first time. But I ended up really liking it. So there you go. Where is this thing? There's something in here that I have not gotten. Where is it? Up? What is that? That's what I want to know. I see that up there. There's a big question mark. Ah, I see. There's a thing over here that lets me get up there. I figured it out. I figured it out. I'm so gosh dang smart. What is this that I am in now? Oh, nothing. That's nothing. This is something. The chasm. Let's look at the chasm. I don't know if this is actually somewhere I need to go or not. But I assume it is. One can only assume these things. Midland. What is this? This is like a little containment cube? What's over here? VHS tape supplement. Oh, it's a thing. This item's creation is the source of much research and debate. It was a product of the Bureau's first attempts to film Redacted, Entity A001, during Operation Shallow Tide. An agent was able to conceal themselves in an area frequented by Auti, at which point they began filming. Yeah, The agent reported that the video camera showed no signs of disturbance during the filming. Later, when reviewing the footage, the research staff became mesmerized by its altered effect. Measures were taken and altered evaluation began. Never before have Bureau personnel been so closely involved in the creation of an altered item. The equipment was quickly replicated, though not with the same results. Or the experiment was quickly replicated, excuse me. The footage was simply useless in every subsequent attempt. The event spawned a great debate as to whether altered items are created by paranatural entities, intentionally or otherwise. Similar experiments were prohibited soon after. See the Ash Act for details, as the creation of altered materials was deemed an action the Bureau should not engage in. Well, there you go. They made an altered item. I can't go through this door because it gets really dark and I can't see anything over there. What is this? Those aren't people. It's like a big... I don't know what that is. Those look weird. Those look scary. Yeah, I don't know what that... Can I go in that, actually? Can I look around? No. There's nothing in this little containment cube. Well, this was something. I'm sure this will have some kind of relevance later. But for now, we're moving on. But yeah, I like this game, but this DLC is sort of grating. It's just walk around in this hole. Happy Hole Wednesday. Let's see, where are we going? Let's start at the crossroads and then we'll figure out from there. Yeah, it's just kind of like, more game, which is fine. It's not like this is bad. Like, it's not... I'm not disinterested in what's going on. Stop trying to make me do a dark place. I would love to do a dark place. The AWE thing. But I'm not going to do it. I need to do the nail. Okay, so Site Gamma. Where is Site Gamma? Let's look at it. Yeah, that's... I was gonna say, I think that's definitely part of it. Is that I'm like, I want to see the Alan Wake. I want to see him. Let's go this way, since we can blow things up now. Because I know for a fact that that's good. Because I've been told by people and I've heard people say, oh, that's really good.
The Bureau's in danger.
For people who engage with Alan Wake and people who didn't.
Break reality.
I got a thing from that. Oh no! Oh, I'm in the astral plane.
It's just getting worse and worse.
Oh yeah, also I did some side quests that I didn't do before.
That's the case.
Just because I wanted to play a little of the game, and I was like, oh man, I like this game. I'll play this game some more. And in those, did I just throw that away? Oh, here it is. In those side quests, Jessie is very like reserved, and she's like, oh geez, oh man, because there's some of the Ahti stuff where he's like, go and do the mold, go and do the talk to the plants. The talk to the plants one is the one I wanted to talk about, because there's a side quest that Ahti gives you, because he's got things on his little wall, little bulletins, where he's like, I need these things done. Oh, that hurt me. I'm stupid. Wear everything. Dear Science, there's a person in my pet salamander. He has human eyes. Why doesn't anyone else see him? I think it's like werewolves, but with every animal. Wear dogs, wear cats, wear otters, wear butterflies, wear everything. There are people inside, and they can't get out. They're stuck in the animal body. It's not all animals, but it can be any animal. My parents don't believe me. Maybe this has happened before? I thought you would know. Sincerely, John LeMaine. Well, thank you, John LeMaine. What a guy. But the point of all this is that I think that I threw one of those gold cubes off that I needed out into the void, and I can't get it back. Well, time to die. No? Okay, time to die a little more. Or maybe it's down here and here we go. I was gonna say, I would have thought they'd respawn something like that. But when she's talking to the plants, she's like, oh geez, I have to talk to these plants. And she talks to the plants, it's like, oh, what do I even say to these plants? Oh man, plants. I'm confused and I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna do my best. And then she starts talking to them more, and she's like, oh geez, did I really just talk to this plant? And did it really make me feel better? Huh, that's a funny thing. I think I might be getting used to this place. And it was a really cute, like, interaction. Not even interaction, just like an internal thing for her. Like, man, yeah, that's Jessie. I know Jessie, that's what she's like. It's not like in this, where she's like, I'm gonna fuck these bastards. And I'm like, oh no. And it was just really weird to go back and do a side quest that I hadn't already done and have her say those things that are very clearly like, I'm here to kick bubblegum and chew ass, and I'm all out of ass. That's what she's like. I'm the director, motherfucker. And it's like, okay, I don't know who you are. But like I said, maybe at the end of this, they're gonna... Maybe it has something to do with the fact that the former gave her the extra breaky powers. And it's gonna turn out that she's like, oh yeah, she's got too much. And she needs to back it off a little bit. Oh, hello.
Reminder, the Bureau does not have windows. If you notice a window, immediately close your eyes and make your way to the nearest safe room. You are permitted to fashion a blindfold from an article of clothing. Any resulting lapse in dress code will be excused. Thank you for your attention.
That's pretty good. There is no outside. If you think there might be, then you are the problem. I love that shit. Like the very... I don't know. I'm a sucker for that kind of thing. They're like a growling. Okay, it was grinding of stuff. I was like, is something growling? Is something gonna eat me? But it wasn't. I'm safe. Oh no! Yeah, see how there's no music happening right now? How that sucks. And how you wish that there was a cool, like... Like, that would be cool right now. But no, they didn't even give me the bongos. But yeah, I'm a sucker for the Fallout style, like very like sterile corporate kind of government discussion of something that's insane and supernatural. Like that makes me laugh. And it's sort of why I was always like mildly interested in the SCP stuff, because the way that they're written is funny. It's like, oh, haha, they're talking about my favorite SCP is that there's this like monster from another dimension, right? And there's a hole to his dimension. He's like a bug monster. And there's a hole to his dimension in this shed somewhere. And they go and they talk to the guy, and he doesn't want to talk to anybody because he hates humans. He thinks humans are gross and disgusting, and he wants to kill them all. So one guy just goes in and just says he's another one of him because they can't see each other for some reason. he's like, yeah, I'm one of you guys. And so he's the only, that like intern that went in and talked to him is the only person that he trusts. And so there's this like sterile, it's some kind of horrible sex. Yeah, exactly. And it's funny. And so there's this like very dry discussion of this little monster. And they're like, oh yeah, intern whoever is the only one authorized to speak with him because he's the only one that he trusts. And so they can try and get information out of him about his weird sex dimension or whatever. And I'm like, that's pretty funny. But then they're like, oh yeah, one of these SCPs is Kane. And he's boring. He's a weird anime boy. And I'm like, oh no. Oh my god. And that's the stuff I don't like. Because SCP, its strength is that it's like, you know, that it's like a Wikipedia kind of thing where anyone can write something and it can be, you know, people build on it. And so you can have all these different writers and all these different things, and it's pretty fun most of the time, but it's also, you know, bad. So I don't care. Because like I've said before, fan-made anything generally sucks. Whether it's fan-made music or like fan art is different because there's like lots of really talented people who make art. And part of it's just because, you know, artists like they look at a thing and they get inspired and then they start doing their own thing, and like art is different in that way. But like if someone say makes like a Pokemon song, like, oh, I'm making a song about Pokemon, it generally fucking sucks. Because no one looked at Pokemon and was inspired by the music. As good as some of the Pokemon music is, no musician, like budding musician as a child, went, oh man, Pokemon's music really inspires me to become a musician. But they could look at the designs, like all the Ken Sugimori stuff, and be like, I want to draw like that, and then slowly become a real artist. And so art is different like that. I don't know if you can see this because I don't know if I'm really here. I see a pen in my hand. I see myself, but it's all wrong. It's the wrong angle. It's the wrong me, and it's all green. Look out for the color green. It's not easy being green. Don't speak to it. Don't speak to the color green. I don't like it. These fucking animals. Yeah, like, and writing can sort of be that way too. Like, people can read a story and then be inspired by that story and then write something, like begin writing and make something real. But like, I don't know. It's just, you know, it just varies, obviously. But I feel like art is mostly exempt. Not that there isn't a lot of bad fan art. I mean, everyone has their favorite piece of bad fan art, I'm sure. Or like weird DeviantArt shit. Like that stuff's classic, and I'm not saying that that doesn't exist, but I am saying that it's much more likely for someone to see a design and start drawing their own designs than it is for someone to play a game or watch a TV show and hear the music and be like, I want to do that, because music is a much more personal thing. And writing is a much more... What is this? Is this a Threshold Kids? It is! Huh. Can't hear it. It goes wah. They're just going wah wah wah. Oh no! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stupid normal pills. I hate normal pills. This rules. This is great. Well, there you go. That was the Threshold Kids. But yeah, like, most fan stuff is bad. And SCP suffers from that, from like the fan-made thing disease. Because it's all disjointed and weird and disconnected from the artists. And I say artist like in a general sense, not just traditional artist. But it's not connected, and it doesn't feel cohesive, and the styles don't match up, and it's impossible to tell whether something's actually going to be any good or not. You just have to read them all to figure out if it is. You should have died in that. You should have got killed by the bullshit. Oh no! Don't touch me. No. Yeah, stabby stab. The bongos have seriously calmed down. I'm kind of disappointed, honestly. Okay, where's the other thing? Where is it? Am I missing it? Is it down here? Ah! There we go. Oh, shit. But I like when things are... I like a cohesive vision. I like, you know, your auteur, your guy with a vision who believes in something and wants to make a thing a particular way. I like that. I don't necessarily care for, as skilled as they may or may not be, random people sort of collaborating on something. Because sometimes that can be good. You know, a lot of times, obviously, a thing is more than the sum of its parts. And I've talked about that before, how art tends to, through the creative process, become more than the thing it started as. It's more than a composer writing a great song. It's more than, you know, an artist making a great design. It's more than tight gameplay in this case. It's more than succinct writing. Like, all those things are parts of it, of your work, depending on what your work is. But through the creative process, it becomes something more. And a lot of times that creative process involves the time it was made in. And I think it's why a lot of people, you know, a lot of times you'll get, especially with games nowadays, you'll get oh, by the original creator, like or your movies, like movies nowadays, like reboots, they're like, oh, we got XYZ writer back, or the original director. Or with games, you'll be like I was just watching KZ's Balan stream, where it's like, oh yeah, the guy who made Balan, Yuji Naka, he's Mr. Sonic the Hedgehog. Like, that's his thing. He's the original creator. He's the guy with the vision. And he came back, and he's gonna make this thing, and it's gonna be just like it was. But it's not. Even if Yuji Naka wasn't a hack, right? Which he is. Yeah, The Last Airbender is a perfect example of this. Because all of the original creators of Avatar: The Last Airbender never did anything else. They came in at a time and they all worked together to make something immaculate. Something that is, I believe, completely unassailable as a work of fiction. But they never did anything else than that, because it was about it's not just the personal writer doing a particular thing. It's also about the time and about the environment and about even the restrictions you're put under. Those can completely, like, they change the way that you create, and they can make you make something better. Fallout New Vegas is another great example of this, about how Obsidian does good work, but the Outer Worlds is not Fallout New Vegas, and it's not going to be. And the Outer Worlds 2 is not going to be Fallout New Vegas. It doesn't matter that Bethesda put all this bullshit on them and said, hey, make this game in a day or we'll kill you, or, you know, whatever, all the crazy restrictions, like you can only record so many lines for characters and stuff like that, to try and get them to fail so that they could buy them out, you know, Microsoft style. But they succeeded anyway, and the fact that they succeeded is inherently linked to that struggle. It's you know, you got your George Lucas. The original production of Star Wars, you know, Episode 4, A New Hope, was a nightmare. It sucked. Things didn't work right. The conditions were shit. Things broke down. And obviously there are exceptions. Like, you have real artists who transcend all these things naturally. But so often people think that you can just scientifically, sort of, you have people think that art, even today, people think that art can be wholly replicated in a sterile environment. They think that it's just, you know, you have this person can do this thing and they have these skills, and as long as you can recreate the original circumstances of something, you can recreate it, which you can't. And people are finding that out now, because, you know, you see all these people who you know, all these reboots. People are sick of reboots. And it doesn't matter that you get Billy Peltzer back for Gremlins 3, right? And obviously that's not real. I was just thinking about, I rewatched a bunch of RLM stuff because I was laid up, you know, back hurty. And I watched a bunch of their reviews, and they were talking about, you know, reboot stuff. And it got me thinking about it too, about how art isn't just these components. It's something that's sort of ineffable, and it's impossible to describe what goes on during the creative process. But something does. Something happens. Like, even though she wrote the greatest anime story, I think, period, I don't think that, what's her name? I don't even remember her name, but the gal who wrote Full Metal Alchemist, the cow lady. Our confrontation yelling was an error. We determined that you may have both tools upgrades. Only because you are the favorite current director. But do not listen, speak to former. You are welcome, grateful. Well, there, we did it. We're not owned. They literally called to tell me they're not owned. Oh shit, that's not right. Arakawa, is that her name? Yeah, well, I don't think that if she came back, if people were like, you gotta come back and you gotta write the continued adventures of what, like, it would suck. I guarantee you it would suck. It wouldn't matter if she had, like, if she was doing it and if she had the original team that she wrote it with or worked with or whatever. Yeah, turns out people get out of your way when you get fucking results.
They can sort out their own business so long as it doesn't get
Yeah, see,
in my way.
and I'm sure that her making a completely new thing is gonna be great. I'm sure it'll be great. But people have this notion that you can, in Full Metal Alchemist is a great example of this, or not example, but metaphor, for how even if you have all the parts and even if everything is the same, you can't we'll see, buddy, but you can't, in that alchemy way, you can't get all the components back and say ha cha bam and it works again. That's not how it works. It's like human transmutation, how even though you can theoretically have all of the parts there, it doesn't create that thing again. Exactly. And even if it's with good intentions, I guarantee you, I mean, it's why every rock band ends up washed up, because they turn into old men. And even if, you know, I can't even think of a good example of this because I don't keep up with the way that musicians act, because that's a stupid idiot decision for morons. But say you have, I don't know whatever happened to Journey, but say Journey had a violent breakup in '89 and Journey is like, we fucking hate each other, and they leave. But then in 2010, as old men, they mellow out and like, you know what? We all actually like each other. All that bullshit that we were angry about as kids, that doesn't matter. We're gonna get back together and we're gonna make music again. We're gonna go to our original studio. We're gonna get all the instruments back. We're gonna contact all of the old, you know, the producer who we worked with, who was our friend, who helped us master everything just right, and we're gonna make music again. It would suck. It would be terrible. Because it's not just the people, it's not just the materials, it's also the state that you're in and the time it was done. And you can't replicate those things. And I wouldn't say that those are the only thing that you're not able to replicate, but yeah, the best possible version of that is something that is eerily and uncomfortably similar to the original. That's all that you're gonna get. Sorry, what was this? On ley lines and their energies. For all my research into the oldest house's ley lines, this is this is Ash. Ooh, gotta pop my back for a second. This is our Otacon guy. For all my research into the oldest house's ley lines, I still don't understand why they converge here, at the base of this pillar. I suppose the simplest reason is that they have to converge somewhere. Occam's razor and all that. But that seems wrong. The esoteric world abhors coincidence. So what is the true relationship between the pillar and the ley lines? Does it act as a magnet, attracting them? Polar north? Or is this a pillar a product of their focused energies, a sprout nourished by the constant flow of the oldest house's power? Perhaps classifying that power would provide some insight. However, we currently have no means of measuring or quantifying it. Given time, it may become possible to collect and even harness this energy. On that note, Northmore is bringing in the much-lauded Dr. Gustav Wagner from the headquarters in DC to aid my research. I suppose this is his way of saying he doesn't trust me to work unsupervised. Let's just hope Dr. Wagner is as smart as his dearly departed Führer once believed him to be. Blah blah. There you go. Some of them worked at NASA, and some of them worked at the Federal Bureau of Control. That's just how it is, I guess.
What if I'm allergic to the astral plane? Is that possible?
I like that, being allergic to the astral plane. But yeah, I think one of the biggest and best examples is Metal Gear Solid 5, because I feel like Kojima didn't want to do that game. And people are like, oh, you know, it's this is the problem with Metal Gear Solid 5. This is the problem with Metal Gear Solid 5. That's the problem with Metal Gear Solid 5. But in reality, the problem with Metal Gear Solid 5 is that the story was already told and the guy was done with it. He didn't need to make any more. I don't think he wanted to. I mean, he's not making more Metal Gear Solid now. He's not making alloy cog whatever synonym for solid, you know? The guys who made Silent Hill aren't making Quiet Mountain, although maybe they would if they could. These things just come and go. And you have to be focused on the future and making something new, or else you're not gonna get the thing that you want. Also, Konami being unfathomably evil, that is definitely, I'm not saying that that's not a factor. But even if Konami was, I mean, Konami being unfathomably evil is also the reason it, I imagine, got made in the first place, right? Is because they like, we want more Metal Gear game. Make more, monkey. And then he didn't make it fast enough, and then they're like, fuck you. Finish the game now. I don't care that it's not done. Just say it is. I don't care that there's an obvious third act completely cut out of the game. We told you to make one, and so we're deeming it made. It's like, oh, okay. Where am I going? I have to find out how to get to this place. Does Kojima need editors? Yes. But him having a good editor for Metal Gear Solid 5 would not have made that game good. But that's just sort of me talking. I don't necessarily know anything about anything. I'm sure there were thousands and thousands of horrible, crippling problems in that game's development. You could just see. But I feel like people are too focused on the problems and not focused enough on the fact that it just wasn't gonna work anyway. Relocation order. Tom, you missed the good news. I'm sure the official memo will go out soon, but Northmore called an all hands at the crossroads to announce we're finally moving out of this hellhole and up into the house proper. Bureau Brass apparently solved the moving walls problem, or at least figured out a way to pinpoint where and when they happen. All I know is going up means goodbye darkness, goodbye weird lunches and with that ex-Nazi scientist, and goodbye pissing into the pit. I know that was you, Barry. Northmore is ordering the foundation sealed as soon as we can haul our stuff out and somehow convince Ash to come with us. He's the only one kicking up a fuss. This is long overdue. We've lost 11 men and damn near $10,000 in supplies moving between the entrance and the foundation. And for what? Research? Ash is batty if he thinks we want to stay here and sift through more sand for him. Just rusted iron flakes anyway. Did you know that? We were breathing that shit in. Well, there you go. Rust. But that's very healthy. What was I saying? Anyway, yeah, that's really all there is. I really think I have to say on that is that it's not like cooking. Cooking is easy. You just put in the ingredients. You just season to taste. It's not that hard. You can make the same damn thing every time. Cooking is an art that is, I feel, antithetical to every other art. Because I would never say that cooking is not an art, because it very much is. But yeah, at the end of the day, you boil the water, you pour the packet. It's not rocket science. You put in good stuff and you get out good stuff. I don't know how to get up there. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so Cave Bleed. There's a tunnel in Cave Bleed somewhere. Maybe I can get there from there. I can't get there from here. Yeah, that's my art talk for the day. Cooking's fun. Cooking, you can just look up a recipe and then do the recipe. Oops, jumped right into that. You don't need a freaking crystal ball. That's why I'm always baffled by people that say cooking is hard. Like, just cook it. Just put the things in. If you don't like the way it tastes, put things that you like the taste of it in there. Want more cumin in there? Put more cumin. It's not the end of the world. And yet, these freaking people. Okay, there's no way I can get there from this direction either, huh? So we've determined can't get there from this. There's that place that's connected to research site Gamma, but I don't think that I can. Let's teleport there. That'll be easier. But I think there was a door there. I think at the start of the stream I teleported there and there was a locked door that I couldn't open. But maybe that'll get us closer to the solution. What if I throw up everything? Well, then you made it wrong. Or you're allergic to something. But like cooking is like that. Like cooking,
Got this area covered, Director.
you can just put in all the parts. You don't need a magical like soul of artistry to put all the parts in and make it taste good. Maybe to make something new you do. Maybe there's something to that. I don't know. But I mean, it's like they say, anyone can cook. It's not like drawing. It's not like playing an instrument. Anyone can cook. Okay, I can't get in there. I can get in. Oh, I can totally get in this way. But yeah, Remy Ratatouille was right. And maybe that's just because we do it to survive, you know? Because eating is something that you have to live. And so maybe there's something in us innately that makes that more possible. I don't know. That open? No, it's not. I need that. I need that shitty mod that I will probably not use. I don't know. Oh yeah, he did, didn't he? The Paul Prudhomme guy. Gusto. I always think of him as Paul Prudhomme in my head because Paul Prudhomme is the guy. Okay, I can't get through here. There's like a thing. Oh no, they were just lying to me. I mean, that's what happens to me. If someone says something bad about me, I die immediately. That's not true. I'm invincible. I'm like Doug Walker. I'm unkillable.
Why does it look like Vegas?
Why does it look like Vegas, Doug? Good old Dog Walker. I love that. I love the... Even though I've already watched it, YouTube obsessively keeps recommending me the video of Doug Walker responds to Oni Plays.
The nail. Pile of smoking rubble.
Marshall blew up the nail. What the hell was she thinking?
What were they thinking? Oh great, it's these motherfuckers. Oh, I wanted to stab it. Whatever. Bye, stupid astral spike. Yeah. But it is really funny to see Doug Walker, who you think of as being this, you know, egomaniac. Like, for whatever else, Doug is very clearly self-absorbed. And yet, he still manages to take something like that in stride. And, you know, you want people to do that. But Oni and the boys is impersonations are not flattering. They're funny, but they're not flattering. And for a narcissist like Doug, you would think that that would be way too much. But no. He was able to deal with it. And I mean, that's kind of Doug Walker's defining factor as a human being, is to continue doing things. if there's one thing to be said about Doug Walker, is that he will continue to do things. It is unreal. And I think Chris Oni Plays, he, as an artist, he recognizes that. He's like, whether or not Doug's content was any good, he put things out, and it's hard. Even putting out bad content is hard, and it puts you head and shoulders above people who don't put out anything. Because people can criticize you all day, but at the end of the day, if they've never tried to make something and they don't understand how hard it is to even make something that's passable, you know, it means a lot less. Oh yeah, there's a good chance that Doug is completely misinterpreting it, right? And then he's just spinning it in a way that connects with his narcissism. But I don't think so. Like, I don't know. Because I don't think Chris ever does that stuff in...
This is the director. I need a ranger at this location immediately.
I don't think Chris ever means that stuff as completely derogatory. Because all of the guys at Oni Plays understand this, because they were all Newgrounds people. Like, cringe was a part of their growing up, and cringe content. So when you see cringe content or whatever, a lot of people are like, you should never do this, you should never have made this, you're stupid for making this. And they're like, no, even if it's bad, it's always better to have more things than to not have more things. It's better for someone to create something than to not have created it, even if it's bad, because then at least you can be entertained by how bad it was. And I'm talking on from a creative standpoint, like, you know, like small creators. Obviously, this does not pertain to a shitty studio making a bad remake of something. Yeah, Chris is very clearly like, yeah, because someone like that is a big inspiration. Like, even if he's an insane person, like, Doug Walker made a name for himself by getting up every morning, going to his computer, and fucking writing something, and editing something, and putting a video out over and over and over. Like, for whatever else. And maybe not further in his career when he could kind of phone it in, but that's a lot of work on the front end. And it takes a lot of chutzpah. It takes cojones to continue to do that. Even when people say your shit sucks. Even when people say that it's bad. And even when it is bad, that's the hardest. Because there are going to be times when you do things and you make things and you create things that it's gonna be bad. Like, I've had bad streams where I get on and I'm like, man, I hated that. I felt like crap and I couldn't think of anything, and it was boring, and I know it was boring, and I didn't like the game I was playing, and I felt, you know, I was complaining and I felt petulant, and
Last one.
And that stuff will totally put you off of making stuff. Because it's not...
I believe Marshall's brilliant plan was to blow up the nail. And she thought I wasn't ready.
Okay. So yeah, okay. I think that this definitely is setting up Jesse for, for having to eat crow a little bit. Now that she said that, I'm like, okay, I understand. Jesse's gonna eat crow on this one. That makes me feel better. That makes me feel better about her characterization in this DLC. All right. Ritual completed.
Easy as pie. Fuck. But that's the last one. I fixed it, didn't I?
Oh, crap. Nail, leave, end. Oh, great. Well, this can't be good. Where the fuck am I going? Do I go back this way? Huh. Well, this is bad. But yeah, seeing that someone like that, someone who makes ostensibly bad content, like Doug Walker's stuff is not great. It's not even good most of the time. But there were parts of it that people liked, and he hit on something that people felt mattered. Like the nostalgia critic even conceptually hits on something. Ah ha ha, here we go. Because people, it's the reason I love Gigaboot stuff, is because they go back and they look at things that we used to love for one reason or another and put them in the best quality light.
What the hell was all that? Things should be better now.
And
not
see them
worse.
for what they are.
I hope.
New mission, the pyramid. And so I think that that's definitely something that... What is this? Ammo recovery after taking launch damage. Blah. All this crap. Look at all this garbage. This all sucks. Oh yeah, the only reason I started using charge is because I got a level 6 mod. I'm like, you know what? If I have a fucking level 6 mod for something, I'm gonna goddamn use it. And making the blast damage twice as big. Super good. Yeah, and like Doug Walker, the nostalgia critic, is another great example of that. Is because some of those early not early videos, but some of those videos, like, I don't know, they captured something that people liked and people thought was funny and enjoyed, and they're like, oh, I remember this thing, and maybe it was good, maybe it was bad. Astral entities. Apologies, how embarrassing. Astral fellow shades are attacking hostile. Very rude. We cannot direct behavior in external, not astral regions. Promise, fingers crossed. Well, okay, so they can't control the little stone people. Oh yeah, I have stuff from Marshall.
I snuck into the Foundation through a back door I know. Had to get ahead of the hiss. Just a matter of bypassing the ritual protections. Luckily, the board's as distracted as the rest of the Bureau. I had to put on a brave face up there, but the situation is the worst I've ever seen. We're getting back on our feet, but we've already lost so much. Trench is dead. Darling is somewhere. I'm the only one left. But I still have a job to do. Keep the hiss back. There's not enough HRAs to spare, so I'll have to make do with what I've got. Frankly, I don't even know what will happen if the hiss take the nail. Trench made it sound like it'd be the end of the world. He was never one to exaggerate. Well, orders are orders, even if they come from a dead man.
Well, there you go.
The hiss got in. The Foundation is overrun. I was out of time and out of options. I took all the C4 I could get my hands on and strapped it to the nail. Boom. A desperate move. But it's better off in pieces than in enemy hands. Trench wouldn't be thrilled. He always said how vital the nail was. How it
She
was the
scuttled
Bureau's
it.
duty to protect it.
He scuttled the nail! Scuttled!
Those years spent in the director's chair warped his priorities. In the end, he valued order over people, the advice of invisible voices over that of old friends. He lost sight of who he was. The board made sure of that.
Bum
I did my
bum.
duty. The hiss can't corrupt a pile of smoking rubble. My last act as head of operations. I'm done. At least I could take those bastards down with me.
Way to go. All right. Well, I guess it's time to get back to the pyramid and speak to Pope. Ooh, there is a thing up here. I got to that platform and I internally thought, if it was me, I would put something up here. And they did. Thank you, Remedy. Yeah, I figured that since we did some side quest stuff, that we would probably be able to complete this in a reasonable amount of time. Probably be done in under 2 hours, and then we can totally start the Alan Wake stuff, which is gonna be hype. Oh yeah, I didn't go around through the cave system like I meant to. Whatever. It's fine. Come on, give me some rocks, motherfucker. But yeah, Doug Walker, one of the most fucking insane men on the planet. Guy's a nut job. As much as I do think the things that I said about him, I also think he's a nut job. But if this ends with special guest, if this is only plays with friends, special guest Doug Walker, then I'll be convinced we're back in the good timeline. That'd be enough to convince me. Dun, 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 dun. Doo-doo-dum-dum-doo-dum-dum. Oh, speaking of the good timeline, I didn't watch any more Fringe, but I did watch more Columbo. I love Columbo. I wasn't sure if I'd really enjoy it so much. Like as much as I am going back to it. But it's just so charming. Columbo's so charming. Oh no, this guy's fucked up his head. What's up, Emily? Tell me what's wrong.
What did you do? What is causing these tremors?
I thought you could tell me. I completed the 4 rituals just like the board told me to. The astral bleed should have stopped.
Look, it has stopped. The nail is repaired. But we have a new problem. My analysis of the nail indicates that it is literally a piece of the astral plane. Or possibly a vessel containing the astral plane. Or both. Either way, right now both dimensions are vibrating at completely incompatible frequencies. The spatial friction they are generating is incalculable. It's going to destroy both planes.
Look what you did,
I messed
Jesse.
this all up. Maybe Marshall was right.
What was that little head wobble she did there?
Should've left it in
Her little
pieces.
Don Bluth head wobble.
Then the astral plane would still be leaking in. Sometimes there's no right answer, Jesse. We need more information.
Sometimes there's no right answer. Sometimes you have to throw an asteroid into a mass relay and blow up all those fucking evil
We
Batarians.
should really make a plan.
Those
If it comes
bastards.
originating from directly below us, then we might know what-
Perfect. I'll head down and take care of whatever's going on. Just do what you can from here.
Jesse, you can't just...
I have to, Emily. I'm the director. This is on me.
Way to go, Jesse. Okay, this makes me feel better. This makes me feel better that this is happening. Okay, where am I going? Do I just go down there? Bottom of the nail, huh? Whee!
That was just the top of the nail? How much deeper does the foundation go?
Entry day plus 118. I have changed, though it's hard to know how or why. I no longer need tools to detect the house's veins, to hear it breathe. I can feel its blood churning beneath my bare feet. I have added my own
Feet?
illustrations to the walls, trying to solve some mystery that the oldest house whispers to me. I have to avoid the id as I do so. They haunt me. I don't blame them. They're just following the pillar's orders.
The id?
Even poor Adam doesn't seem to recognize me anymore. I've spent a long time contemplating the etchings of the tree and its roots. Did you know this city used to be a forest? I wonder if our oldest house wore a different face back then. Or if it was always here. A 21st century office building since time immemorial.
I mean, that'd be funny.
Can a place know the future? Can it change its skin? Can it wander?
Can its camouflage get stuck in a certain time period and be a little blue box forever? I don't know.
But here, in this sacred place, I finally understand his devotion and his awe.
Can it wear a ghillie suit and jump out of a wheat field to try and stab you because it planted a bike to fool you into taking it? I think it can.
Crazy here. It's almost like they're trying to stop me.
I think it could do that if it wanted to. I think it could stab you for its bike. I can't believe KM or not. Which is it? Which one is that? What's this PM? Sorry.
When Marshall blew up the nail, the board attacked her. I don't fucking like it.
I can't believe he didn't take the bike. At least ride it, you asshole. Like I'm glad that everyone turned on him. I would tell the story again, but it'd just be stupid to do that. Let's get this thing. I'm sure nothing bad is in there. I'm sure that's a nice, lovely place.
This is the director. I need immediate assistance.
Nobody else hears the house.
Put him down!
Their ears are too full of lies. We were shown the way inside so we could help. But all we've done is fall victim to the same parasite. I should have seen the web earlier. The strands between Northmore, the pillar, the gun, the id. What hope do we have? Thrown into this conflict beyond our comprehension. I've decided to rejoin the Bureau in the upper levels, to end my long absence spent in the Foundation. Northmore will be angry at me for disobeying him. That's just his way. But I don't care. I need to remain in the oldest house to help however I can. I doubt I can steer the Bureau back on the right course, but I have to try. How did I go so long without a purpose? Without devotion?
Devotion.
I remember how it felt. I realize how grateful I am to Father for setting me on this path. I wish I could tell him that.
Well, let's check out the call we just got from Two Birds, One Bomb.
I tried to get out after the detonation, but the astral spike came out of nowhere. I escaped, but my HRA was damaged. I'd bet a year's salary the board sent it. We never did see eye to eye. They have too much control over Trench, the Bureau, the House. They make themselves part of every important process. Nothing a little C4 can't fix. Two birds, one bomb. Christ, what a mess. But I stopped the hiss. I did it. If Faden did her part, then the Bureau's safe. Until the next thing. Jessie has good reason to hate the Bureau. But that could be what we need right now. She won't follow the same path. Won't fall into the same traps. She'll lead her way. So, Director Faden, here's my last lesson. You can't save everybody.
Well, there you go. I really like the way this is wrapping up. I wasn't sure I would, but I think I do. Oh no! There she is.
Marshall? You're alive.
I don't know about that.
You no longer recognize us, or yourself, or him, or her, or them. Family is dead. The walls are broken, but yellow and red in the eye.
God damn it.
Inverted is made right.
You fuckers take everything. I am not letting you take this.
You've always been the new you. You want this to be true.
Damn, she's tough. Shit. Alright, well, let's take out Marshall then. Finish this thing up. Oh god, give me that. I got it. Oh, son of a bitch. I love this little ranger guy. Oh shit, she's bringing in ads. All right, let's take him out. Let's also go in here and see if there's anything in here. Are there any pickups? No, there's nothing. Oh shit, there's a sniper though. Oh no, she's trying to hit me. No. Yeah, clearly charge was the right decision. Because it stuns her when I hit with the explosion. Oh shit, that blew me up too though. I thought I was far enough away. Oh well. Now that I know that it stuns her, I can stun her and then throw all the bullshit at her. Let's see if we just start off. Yeah, we totally do. Okay, that's good. I like that we start from trying to kill each other and don't have to see the cutscene again. Look at all this damage I'm already doing. She already called in the ads. Ow, fuck. Nope. Oh god. Ow, ow, ow. Stop hurting me. Stop hurting me. We got this. Is she? Oh no. Oh no, she's okay. She's not stuck anymore. Oh, and she's not there anymore. Oh no. More ads. Come on, come over here. Come in the spike trap. Yeah. Assistance. Sent champion. Endure. I think the former sent me a guy. That'd be cool. I think I like the former. I think the former's being very helpful. Come on, Marshall. This is cool. I like the sort of thematic. Damn. I just got locked in a corner. That was my fault. I like the sort of thematic thing of her. You stop losing. Leave me alone. But the thematic
I need a ranger sent to this location.
significance of Jesse having to fight Marshall, who's the sort of last holdover from Trench's inner circle. All the rest of them are dead. Darling's dead. Well, you know, dead. Whatever that means. I need to stop wasting all my stuff. That's what it is. I waste all my my brain juice. And then I can't dodge or something I need to do later. Because I'm too busy throwing all this bullshit at them. Oh no, I killed my guy! Oh shit! He fell in the hole! Oh, I wanted her to fall in the hole. Sorry, buddy. Oh shit, I feel bad. I didn't mean to throw him in the hole. Where is she? Oh, she's gonna try and get me, huh? Nope. Aw, damn it. Oh god, they're fucking... all here. Oh shit. Bam. See that sick multi-kill? Where I just like blew them all up with the spikes? That was pretty cool. Ow, shit. Fuck. Oh god, there's a sniper now. Ugh. Yeah, okay, we got this. I think this is the run. We just need to give him the target. You know what? I'll kill you so that I can kill these other guys. I clearly have no respect for my my staff here. Oh shit, yeah, the former's sending little astral dudes to help me. I didn't really comprehend what was going on before. But yeah, they're the little astral men. This is actually pretty fun. I'm kind of enjoying this. It's kind of disjointed and insane as this is. Oh god. Explosions. I think this is actually playing to this game's strengths a lot. Oh god. I think I just blew up all of her little things at once. Right on top of me. Oh god. I also like that I have obviously way more like brain juice than I started with, right? But when I recharge, oh, okay, I got her.
The nail is corrupted. That explains why the board wasn't answering what's causing the quakes. Marshall came down here to stop this. I should have been with her. I could have saved her, but I can still save everyone else.
But I have way more brain juice than I started with, but it doesn't punish me for having more brain juice, because when I run out, it recharges, but even before it gets to 100% full, we are cleansed, liberated, hallelujah! The foundation is stable, beaten, a-okay. We will improve your attitude, loyalty.
Well, fuck you too.
I'll be sure to.
Let's play it smart. They don't even know I'm onto them. Not yet, anyway.
Hallelujah. That was pretty cool. I'm gonna say that was a good conclusion to this DLC. And it pulled things together that I wasn't sure it was going to pull together. Hey, look who it is.
The nail is
What?
secure. The hiss can't touch it. I can't undo the astral bleeding in the foundation, but at least it's stopped.
Along with the seismic activity. You did it, Jesse. Did you ever find Marshall?
I did. She's gone. She died thinking she'd save the Bureau. Not a bad way to go.
Well, I mean, she kind of did. At least, you know, for the time being.
Crisis. I didn't even see it coming. But I promise I'll be ready for the next one. I mean, what good is a director who can't hold her bureau together?
Yay, we did it! Hallelujah! That was pretty fun. Honestly, I give that like a 6.5. Kind of boring, but more content to play.
I thought I know how to handle things now that I'm
And it wrapped up the Jesse
Clearly,
being
it's not that simple.
Dick Suckum.
I need to choose a direction for the Bureau. It should be one that serves our goals, not the board's. Whatever those are. I need to lead my way.
Ah, well. Finally, it keeps every time I try to do something, like I did the other missions, right? Where it's like, oh, go and talk to the plants. And I would go and talk to the plants, and then I'm like, oh, I need to do the mold next, and it would always track me to a dark place. Like, god damn it. It's taunting me. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna take a short break here. I'm gonna get up and walk around, stretch out my little my little body, and I will be right back.